Top Woman for God came out of a place of my own need, if I can put it that way. A couple of years ago, I was in an executive position at an insurance firm, and I found that there were no resources for Christian women that were ambitious and felt called to the marketplace. I really struggled to find even other Christian women who were in a similar, or in my preference, would have been higher position to me. They were still, I would say, about 7, 8, 9, 10 levels of management above me. And I would have loved to know other Christian women at each of those levels. A lot of it had to do with how we network as women. We typically don't talk about what we do. So we might have other Christian women in an organization, but because as women we like to focus on things like the hair, the makeup, the nails, nice handbag doll, we don't necessarily have those conversations, those tough conversations, naturally. That it's not everybody that thinks or does things that way, but I would say a lot of the women that I come across don't like to have those tough conversations. So how we interact is very different from how men interact. A lot of women won't know what another woman who's a very good friend does for a living, or what her job entails, or what level of seniority they are in a particular company, but still consider themselves really good friends. Whereas with men, that's very different. And as we progress in our careers, we then find it increasingly difficult, because we don't have those conversations with each other, to manage our life, to manage our calling, to balance and I wouldn't necessarily say that balance is something that we need to aspire towards, because I think it's a myth in a certain respect. But to live the fulfilled life that Christ has called us to, you definitely need others to do that. And where do you meet these others? How do you get to know those others? At Top Women for God, we facilitate those conversations that help you live that fulfilled life in the context of your calling to the marketplace.